Well, one of the great things about the tackle industry these days is that we're seeing little areas of the tackle trade where you're actually getting value for money. One of the things that I think is great is the fact that every time you buy a feeder rod, it actually comes with a selection of tips. I think, you know, some rods actually come with 2 and 3 tips even. So it just gives you enormous scope when you buy a rod, rather than just having to go out and buy extras all the time. I think it's a brilliant thing that most brands do now. One of the issues with this is, if you're into your feeder fishing like I am, you obviously need to carry a selection of different rods to cover different eventualities and different rods. And I've been asked a few times about how I just kind of keep track of all the rods and about the tips and all that sort of thing. As you can appreciate it, there are a lot of rods out there that you might have 10-foot rods, 11, 12, 13-foot rods, and quite often, even if they're all from the same manufacturer, all the tips may not be interchangeable, and that can obviously get a little bit time consuming when you get on the bank and you find you've got to change tips and that sort of thing. I've been asked about it a few times. The way that I kind of manage this little issue is I don't obviously carry all my tips with me, you know, because you've got that many rods, you don't want to carry everything, but I carry a small selection of tips to the bank. I've got a hard tip case like this one. Lots of different brands do them. Obviously this is the Matrix version. It's hard case, and the new version that we've got now comes with a partition down the middle. As you can see, it's split into 2 parts like that. What I've done, just one little detail, is I've actually wrote XD on one side. That is obviously the side for all the tips that fit all my XD rods, which are the longer rods, you know, the 13-foot and longer, the ones that I use on rivers or when I'm fishing at range. The other side is obviously for the other rods that I carry. One little tip that I can give you is that what I generally do as well is I put them in, as you can see, I put them in, as you would probably call it, upside down, so that the base is actually at the top end. The reason why I do that is because all the Matrix tips, just like many other brands, that is where it's actually marked up what the strength of each tip is as well. And some of them even tell you what rods they're for as well, which really speeds up the process of changing your tips. I know a lot of manufacturers out there just rely on colour coding. These are the Matrix ones that really, you know, they tell you exactly what strength each tip is. So it's just something you've got to keep on top of, you know, just keep it nice and organised, because there will be occasions when you might be on a match and you've sometimes got to change. I've been in situations where even when I've had different rods set up to cover all eventualities, something else has changed and I've had to change the tip during the match. By keeping nice and organised like this, it means that in order to do that, you're going to be able to do it as quick as possible, and that means you're going to have less downtime in your match. And come on, let's face it, every minute in a match is crucial.